an epidemic with as yet unknown causes and, I think, as yet unknown effects. Many become less and less interested in what you and I might call problems or affairs of the real world outside, and emphasize for themselves the real world inside. What is the critical level in a given society before we begin to have troubles keeping the plows and the machines going? People who are inner-oriented will frequently say, hell with the plows, the machines are what got us here in the first place. They may be right. Nevertheless, what will happen to the society remains the problem.
You see all those learned things separate, so you start to have this dissociative experience of where all that you become is awareness, is a point of awareness. It's all time this happened to me, as Professor went and Middle Class Boy went and Pilot went and all of my games were like going off in the distance, I got this terrible panic because indeed I was going to cease to exist. And I got the panic, which is the panic that precedes the psychological death, because indeed Richard Alpert was dying at that point. And the panic was, no, stop, I've got to hold on to something so I'll know who I am.